All right, I'm doing something that I don't recommend anybody else do, which is shooting a video and driving. But I'm on my way. I'm commuting right now because I'm working with a startup company, helping them launch, doing website work, because that's one of my specialties, is creating websites. But anyway, something that's been on my mind today and I wanted to share with you is from How to Win Friends and Influence People. It's one of the key things, key points that I think it's Dale Carnegie. I forgot who wrote that book. Anyway, but I got the title right. It's don't criticize, condemn, or complain. And I want to talk a little bit about that because it's something that we do a lot of by default. If we're not aware of it, if we don't have that awareness of the language we speak, then a lot of times we give into that and we don't really know it. And it's damaging to engage in any of those activities, to constantly criticize, condemn, and complain. All right? You know why? Because first of all, you're pointing the blame. You're basically saying that something else on the outside, something you have no control over, is in charge of your destiny. Okay? Now, myself personally, I'm spiritual. I believe that everything is pretty much controlled, or your destiny is set by God. That's a personal belief of mine, but I don't think we're entirely powerless. We have more power than you could imagine. But to criticize, condemn, and complain means that you place the blame. You say that, all right, this event, this situation is causing my unhappiness. Something on the outside is causing it. Where it's not true. That's a lie. You are in control of your happiness. For example, a negative situation, something that you might view as negative or a challenge, say like losing a job, or you have a difficult person in your life and you just don't know how to connect with that person, and they're always making rude comments or supposedly making your life miserable. One person sees that as, oh, everything's against me. And another person sees that, oh, that's a challenge. So if I overcome this, let's take losing your job, for example. Now I have the freedom to go out and pursue my passion. Somebody sees it like that, whereas another person might be complaining and see it as disempowered and say, where am I ever going to get the money? My old employer sucks. They should have never gotten rid of me. That company owes me this and that. I gave them so many years. That's just disempowering. So that's two different situation from two different perspectives, and that's entirely up to your control. One of the things, and I'm not going to get into the law of attraction, the person who has the disempowering language rather than the empowering language is going to attract more negativity into their life. Whereas a person who sees these challenges as opportunities and keeps a positive attitude is going to cultivate more positive situations in their life. Opportunities are going to open up, things like that. That's why it's important. You have control over how you respond to any situation. That is entirely up to your control. If you stand by and let your subconscious mind run its programs, if you're programmed for negative responses, you'll do that unconsciously. You'll think, whatever your subconscious mind thinks, whatever's programmed in there, it's going to run, no matter how much you consciously want to change it. So that's why it's important, first of all, to become aware. How do you do that? Easy. You journal every day, you meditate. That'll help you increase awareness of what choices that you have, what power that you actually have. So you'll start thinking before responding instead of reacting. All right, I gave you a whole mouthful. Hopefully that all made sense to you. I'm going to talk more about that a little later and on future posts. So hopefully you got some value out of that. If you have any questions, of course, give some comments below. And hey, keep charging on. Keep that positive mindset, and we'll talk later.